Yeah, YouTubers, Tasman here, bringing you another episode of Fantasy Grounds Unity from the ground up. And I know what you were thinking. You were thinking these were gone away for good. And I got to a point where I felt very pressured to get a episode out every single week, no matter what it was. And I'm sure you noticed, I've heard people commenting, but I was thinking the same thing. The quality was dipping way, way, way down. We were just getting a video out to get a video out. So that's why there was the sabbatical, and I'm not going to promise that next week there will be another video. I'm going to put out these videos as I feel like I have enough content and knowledge of what I need to do to make the video. So I'm not, scratching my head the whole time. And I know I also mentioned, I'll do, mod spotlights of Fantasy Grounds Unity. However, to be completely honest, I don't have very many modules or mods that I'm using in Fantasy Grounds Unity. They're all in Fantasy Grounds Classic. So I got to a point where I was like, oh wait, I could do a spotlight on this one. I'm like, oh wait, I don't use that in Unity yet. So anyway, like I said, for those of you that have stuck around, thank you very much. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for letting the quality go down like it was. And that is why you haven't seen a Fantasy Grounds Unity video going out for a little while. But Fantasy Grounds Unity has now officially been released. It's no longer early access or beta. I can't remember what I have on my videos, but it is no longer that. And one really cool thing that I mentioned way back when I was talking about effects or FX, is that it'd be really nice if you could more or less mask out the effect that you wanted. Because if you remember, we created, or we were playing around saying, oh yeah, look, we could do this. We could, turn on this layer right here, and we could call this what is it, river? Isn't there a river one? Water, maybe? Oh, water. And whoops, that's over the whole thing. None, sorry. Go to this guy right here. And make it water, for example. And now it looks like, this water has just a slight movement to it, right? However, this isn't really masking out, because if we go turn off the layers, you can see clearly that all we had was this water image, and we were simply letting it run that on top of it. And everything underneath this, if there were more images and stuff, they would all get all wavy and stuff. So then we actually created, if I turn that one off, you'll see we actually overlaid just a section of the map that I did with a hole right here. Basically, there is nothing right here, and then when you put this river under it and the motion, now it looks like only the river is moving, right? And we did the same thing with, if we turn back off this layer, we did the same thing with the houses to make it so it looked like, if it was raining, rain wasn't going inside the houses. We would put a rain layer below the houses and turn that layer on, and now you can see we're not seeing any rain inside these structures. We're just getting raindrops everywhere else. Now you're seeing it look like it's hitting the water. It's not actually hitting the water there. That's because everything else here is negative space, and it's not going to do it. If we turn on our layer again, now you'll see that splashing is actually hitting all over the place, but not inside the houses. So we were able to do that, and then we even went a step further, as I recall, and I might have destroyed one of my layers, but we actually had a layer that was just roofs. I don't know, do we still have that in our assets? Images, campaign. No, I don't think we saved that one. So this is the full image right here, and I wonder, can I right click you, or do I just double click you? create image record from asset. That'll work. So as you can see here, this is the full image. It's the entire thing, but as a single image. And now with Fantasy Grounds, we can actually go through, and not only are there the availability for us to tweak things. We can change. Let's turn off the rain real quick. So not only is there the ability for us to change different things, we have the droplet. You know, we can actually get really big waves. I don't know why that's called droplet, but that's what it's called. The speed that it's vibrating there, you can see it's super fast, very slow. The intensity of the waves, which is, you can see that's just really shaking it up. And for that to work, I would actually have to have a really big blue box that I was moving. Other words, I'm going to be getting that. And the horizontal, maybe you can't see that as well without this. So anyway, these are the options. So that is one really cool thing I like about the things. However, it was really kind of a pain to set up this whole scene and make it so that that we could have the components we want. Well, Fantasy Grounds Unity has now made it easier. Now that we actually have this guy, we can see our map here. We actually have the ability to do all that same stuff, but we don't actually have to go into Photoshop and cut out chunks and make bigger chunks underneath and all that fun stuff. Now all we have to do is add our layers, and we actually have layer masks, which is awesome. So what we're going to do is, if we go to the FX layer, first thing we want to do, because we don't want to just do it to this layer, we want to create our own FX layer, right? And let's say this will be our water layer. As you can see, this is not working. The entire screen is moving, and that's not what we want. We only want it to affect the actual water area. So here's what we can do. We can actually click on this little plus, which enables a mask, and now you can see only the areas that we have revealing in the mask are available to see, and you'll notice we don't have any available areas as of yet. So, and you'll also notice that it changes the name to whatever that name is. We could actually change this to whatever we want by double clicking it, call it RIVER, and call it river there. So now that we have the mask enabled, we can set reveal area, which is where we want to reveal areas, or we can set hide area. So if, for example, we did a reveal area, or actually we're on hide area, let's reveal area right here, you'll see only that area is moving. That's really good. Now if we want to hide the area, we can do that. Now you'll notice also, just by clicking and dragging, we can only do a square, rectangle, but we can't do finite areas. In order to do the finite area, we hold down the Alt key. And so we can come just a little bit above this, and now we can draw our line down our river like so, and then up the edge here. And come back over here, and now we have just the river moving. How sweet is that? And then if we want to do our other one, hold down Alt again, and we can draw our line. Go ahead and bring it out. Follow the river back up. Now I'm not going as fine as I might if I was actually doing this. Whoops, we just have a big area right there. But that's okay, it's hardly noticeable. But now you can see we kind of have our river moving. Now, one thing might be wise is to go a little bit further inside than right up on the edge, because now it kind of looks like it's moving on top of the water. So let's go try that real quick. We're gonna go see if we can make it better by actually going inside a little ways, so we're not seeing that motion on the actual edges. I didn't really think of that earlier. So let's go ahead and do this. Hold down Alt, and we're just going to bring it in. Kind of follow the same contours, but leave that little lip all the way around. And how big of an area we need to leave, I am not 100% sure. But now you can still see it's moving, but it doesn't look like the actual water, the actual river itself is moving. I think I like that better. I might, you know, add intensity or something like that to make it look even better. Although with intensity it's grabbing out further. So let's grab it a little less, just so we're not seeing the thing moving there. Let's see what speed does for us. And droplet size, that's kind of the wave in it. So there you can definitely see the water's moving. So let's go ahead and call that good enough for now. I mean, this looks terrible down here, but this, it kind of looks like Jello to me. And we could actually, I think there's one called Ocean or something like that that does ripples, but there's an Ocean. I thought there was another one too. But anyway, there's that. So let's add another layer and see what we can do. So now let's say we want to have it raining, right? Or we can have it snowing, blizzard, or whatever. So we can go choose our thing. Let's choose rain. So as you can see, it is raining inside of all our houses. That is not ideal. We don't necessarily want it raining inside the houses. It looks kind of weird. It shouldn't be doing that. So if we want to change this, once again, click on our mask, and we're going to basically, from what I would think, is we need to make sure we're on view mask, and we're going to put it over the entire map like so. But then we need to unmask some areas. So we're going to unmask this area and this area. And it's okay right now if we're not doing it 100% accurately. Now I'm also thinking, okay, so now we have it here, 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 and here, but it's not going to be raining. Now this is being really finicky, right? Because it's not raining on top of that tree. So what we could probably do, I'm assuming, is say reveal area, hold down Alt, and just kind of drag this around the tree like so, and then maybe this tree right here. And the only reason I'm being that finicky with this is just to show you an idea, right? That yes, you can get to that scale. So now look, we've basically done the exact same thing that we did. I've got to fix that. That's really bugging me. Let's go to river real quick. Hide the mask right here and right here. And let's go show the mask, hold down Alt, and kind of drag our cursor. I don't know. We're going to do it super quick just to get it done. And there we go. Now it's not moving the whole river. But you can see we actually have this nice thing. Now I wonder, let's see if we can change the type and it just keeps the same mask. I would think it would. So now we can have a raging river. And it's actually got a lot of extra stuff. Let's see if we can clean that up a little so it's not so bad. We could slow it down maybe. No, I don't think Blizzard works in there. How about the ocean one? I have no idea what that is. That clearly is not a good one for it. How about clouds? Now I think for that specific thing, rain is probably going to be our, or not rain, I mean water is going to be our best bet. Just to give it that slight, let's slow it down though. I mean, look, it's just kind of jiggling. Maybe if we slowed it down, it wouldn't be so jiggly. Now, one really nice thing about this is you could have your players go inside a house and it's nice and sunny outside, right? So you could turn off the rain, and this is how they go in the house. When they come out of the house, all of a sudden it could be raining. Now, another really cool thing that you can do with this is you can add an FX layer. This is a new one. This is not one that we had before, but there's one in here. I believe it was called time of day. So you can see that we can change the amount, how dark it is and stuff. But we can actually say, okay, well, this is, you know, this is nighttime. This is daytime right here, right? So you can actually use this really quick to give an idea. Now, Fantasy Grounds, the original one, had 4 settings where it was a little option up here for the GM that would let you change the time of day basically and say, oh, you click this and it would gradually change everything. But it didn't only, actually, did it change the map? I don't know that it changed the map, but it changed basically the theme of Fantasy Grounds, where instead of being this grayish color, it was more of a purple violet kind of color, or kind of a reddish hue, yellow hue, or something like that. But this allows you to quickly do it on your maps. Now, we have this black on the background. I'm wondering if we tell it to mask it real quick, so it's not, no, it's still showing it on the background. Maybe that's unavoidable. I was wondering if maybe we said only show the time of day within the map itself, if it would get rid of that black background. But as you can see here now, we could say, okay, well, it's, you know, this is morning, you know, here's dusk, and then down here it's night. And we can even make it more night to simulate. So it used to be that you would have to have multiple maps in order to do this. Now you can actually do it with just a single map, and with this masking. This masking thing is awesome. And when I first did a video on how to do these FX stuff, this was stuff I was saying, oh, it'd be really nice if there was a way to actually mask it out, kind of like you draw walls and stuff. So I'm really excited about this and think it has lots and lots of potential for your games to make some things really easy, where you could just make it, oh yeah, it's morning time, and you could even make it brighter by bringing both these up. Or you could have one set for dark and one set for light, and then you just turn off the light, right? So lots of potential there. You know, it's raining. Usually it's a little darker when it rains. So we're about 18 minutes in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, found it instructional, found it useful. That's the biggest thing. Like I said, I can't apologize enough for where the quality of my videos were going, and I was very unhappy with them. I got done doing videos, and I just literally felt like I have to get this video out. I have to get it so they have something to watch, and the quality was just terrible. So I apologize for that once again, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, they're not going to be quite as constant as this video and weekly kind of thing. They're going to be as I can get enough information to give you the stuff that you're going to like. So that's it. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord and my other channels. And let's just grow my channel. Let's get lots of people. You know, that's kind of a big goal of every YouTuber, is grow it and just have a huge family. And that's kind of mine as well. I'd like to see lots of people join it so we can get lots of comments and input and all that fun stuff. But I'm going to keep rambling on. Tell all your friends, neighbors, families, enemies, I don't care. Whoever you want, have them check out my channel. If they like it, get a sub, and we'll reach that goal. And that's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.